Sirens suddenly blared across the streets, plunging everything into chaos. An old man with white hair sprinted frantically, glancing back over his shoulder again and again. Bursting into a supermarket, he shouted in panic,
"Something in the mist! Something in the mist!"
The cashier rushed over to calm him, but as soon as everyone heard his words, they froze in shock.
Shut the
The
doors!
old man urged
Shut
them
the
to shut the
doors
doors
right now!
immediately. Just then, a reckless man broke away from the crowd and ran outside. At the same time, a strange mist began creeping in, slowly swallowing the entire city. Within seconds, the man was consumed by the fog, his screams echoing back to the supermarket. Terrified, the people slammed the doors and windows shut, fearing they might be the fog's next victims. Suddenly, the ground shook violently, rattling the building itself. Everyone crouched on the floor, too scared to move. 5 minutes later, the tremors faded, but a short-haired mother, worried about her young child at home, ignored all warnings. She rushed out into the mist, disappearing from sight. Then came a heavy pounding at the back door of the supermarket. The sound drew a group of people over. One bold clerk cracked the door open. Outside, there was nothing but thick fog, no monsters in sight. He sneered at the others for being so easily frightened. In that instant, a massive tentacle whipped out, coiling tightly around his legs, and dragged him to the ground. Kyle lunged forward, grabbing the man's arm to pull him back, but the others were frozen in horror, unable to help. Helpless, Kyle could only watch as the monster snatched the clerk away into the mist. At that very moment, swarms of giant, man-eating moths suddenly plastered themselves against the supermarket's front windows. Everyone stared in disbelief as the glass was completely covered. Then, a much larger creature came hurtling forward, ramming the glass over and over. Cracks spread across the surface, moments from shattering. The crowd joined hands, bracing themselves in fear. In the next second, the glass gave way with a sharp crash, and countless moths poured inside. Anna grabbed a fly swatter and struck hard, killing one instantly. But another girl wasn't so lucky, bitten once. She collapsed lifeless on the floor. In the chaos, the survivors fought desperately with everything they had, finally managing to wipe out the invading swarm. They hurried to barricade the broken glass, waiting either for the army to arrive or for the monsters to launch their next attack.